Turn on that saute function and turn it up to medium. I'm only cooking a half of a 1 pound bag of black-eyed peas, and I'm using dry black-eyed peas, and that I've been soaking for just ever since I put the roast on. So probably only about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna let them soak, and that will allow any debris that might have been in the dry beans, any bad beans, let all of that settle to the bottom. And I pushed that away from y'all, didn't I? Okay. And so in my Instapot, I'm gonna add a little bit of vegetable oil or EVOO, whichever you have available. Got some bouillon cubes here, beef bouillon cubes, or you can use beef better than bouillon. It's my preference. So let me clean these peas. And I'm just going through picking out any of these. I'm just going through my peas, picking out a few of these dark ones, because those might just be duds. I don't have any choice but to go ahead and fix these black-eyed peas in the Instapot, because I'm literally just now getting these going. And I did not soak them all night. I've only soaked them for about 30 minutes while I was getting my pot roast into the oven. Yeah, sometimes you got to go through your dry beans, your pinto beans, your black-eyed peas, all of those things, bag beans and things, because sometimes you'll find rocks in there. Y'all, all these machines, they can't pick out the anomalies, so you have to do that by hand. Some people, though, I've learned now, some people don't go through their beans and stuff. They just pour them straight out the bag. We weren't taught that, not my mama. Okay. Meat. And I was going to cook my pinto beans in smoked turkey, but they didn't have any in the store. Y'all, the store was slim pickings yesterday at the grocery store. Looked like everybody was buying food for the weekend, and everybody is kind of going to be in their house chilling, enjoying the last bit of their vacation. Whatever time you have off, you're trying to savor it. That's what I'm trying to do. Right? Right. So I just have some country ham slices and just one little pack, 6 ounces. And I'm just going to cut that in half or in fourths, because it will just continue to break down as it is cooking. Cooking this in my Instapot, and I used to have a big Instapot, like a 6 or 8 quart. I want to say it was an 8 quart Instapot. Now I just had this little 3 quart. I have both, but the only one I use is this 3 quart. And can I tell you that I love it? So I put it on the saute function. Did I hit start? Yeah. I have some vegetable oil in there. Yeah, I love this 3 quart For single ladies or for singles or just 1 or 2 people, it's the perfect size. I'm only cooking a half a bag of beans. It's about 8 ounces of these black-eyed peas. I said beans. These are black-eyed peas, y'all, which is tradition that you fix black-eyed peas on New Year's. And I'm gonna wash this pan because I'm gonna be fixing a little bit of cabbage. Cabbage and black-eyed peas are New Year's tradition. They say the green represents wealth. And so if you want wealth in your house, you need to fix cabbage. And because cabbage is green. And then the black-eyed peas is for clarity and good choices, vision. All the black-eyed peas, eyes. Okay? Gives you clarity and vision for the new year. It's all right with me. It's all right with me. Now, I don't practice no juju or nothing like that. I believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But there ain't nothing wrong with following tradition. There ain't nothing wrong with starting a year out with some cabbage, because I fix cabbage every week. Most weeks. And there sure isn't anything wrong with having some black-eyed peas. And I think they call it Hoppin' John if you put the black-eyed peas over some rice. So, I'm probably not going to put it over any rice, but I don't know, maybe some brown rice. Y'all, I love rice, so I'm trying to cut carbs as much as I can. I don't have to cut them out. That's what the dietitian said. You know, give yourself some grace. Don't cut them out of your life, but just be more aware of them, right? So I'm letting that oil heat up so that I can sear this meat. So I'm just adding this meat into the Instapot to sear it a little bit on the saute function. Before I put the black-eyed peas in there with some onions and seasoning. The black-eyed peas, I've already cleaned them, rinsed them, and picked through them. I'm going to go ahead and put these bouillon cubes in some hot water so that it can almost be like a broth. So I've not put this on the pressure cooker side yet. Now these bouillon cubes is just lots of sodium. So just be aware of that. Plus I've got lots of sodium in the cured ham pieces. So put a little chicken bouillon in here too. Just good flavor. But I'm not adding any other salt. I'll just be using the salt from the bouillon cubes, the chicken bouillon, the beef bouillon. And right now I'm just searing my meat. And these are ham pieces. They call it seasoning meat. You usually find it in the meat department over near the bacon. And sometimes it's not even refrigerated, right? It might be a smoked product that's fully cooked. But usually you'll find it in the refrigerated section near the bacon and bologna and stuff like that. And if you don't see it, ask them where seasoning meat is. Any meat for seasoning. Tell them what you're trying to cook. Trying to cook some black-eyed peas, trying to cook some pinto beans or red beans and rice. They'll know exactly what you're looking for. So right now I am using the saute function of my Instapot to sear this meat. Get some fat going in there because that fat will give another layer of flavor to the black. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pour my onions in there. These are frozen onions, saving me some time. Right there looks like a little bad onion piece. See if I can get it. Got it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add my black-eyed peas to my pot. Adding some garlic powder, onion powder. As long as you're not using garlic salt, and you're using onion powder and garlic powder, you can use as much of that as you want. Adding a little bit of black pepper. You know what I didn't get? I didn't get any nature seasoning. I think I said that the last time. So my bouillon cubes, and I'm gonna fill this all the way up with as much liquid as she needs in here till I get to the max line. Max line is here, so I'm gonna fill up to the max line. And I'm also gonna whip in a little slurry because that slurry was thickening my liquor on my black-eyed peas. So to make that slurry, you just need a little water and a little bit of cornstarch. And I'm always almost at my max line. You don't want to go over that or your Instant Pot might boil over. So I'm just going up to my max line with my slurry and water. Got bouillon cubes in there. I got meat in there. I got onion in there. Got beef bouillon in there, chicken bouillon. It should be a pretty good pot of black-eyed peas. Now, how do you set your Instapot? So I have filled my Instapot with liquid, and this is either a 3-quart Instapot or a 3.5 quart. It's a little bitty pot, and it's perfect for cooking. I've even cooked a full pound of beans in here. So this is a half a pound of black-eyed peas, dry black-eyed. Hit beans grain, which is a high heat function. And y'all, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to go ahead and put this up for, these are dry unsoaked beans. So I'm going to put them on for an hour on the pressure cook setting. And I'm going to go for an hour and 10 minutes on the pressure cook setting. High setting of pressure cook. So that it will be under pressure for 1 hour and 10 minutes. But first it has to get pressurized. That usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes depending on the altitude. Then it's going to cook under pressure. It's going to cook those beans for an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and push it to an hour and 15 because I know how soft I like to have my beans. I don't like any bite on my black-eyed peas. I don't know why I keep calling these beans, y'all. These are black-eyed peas for the new year. And I'm going to cook it under the high pressure function for an hour and 15 minutes, starting now. So it's going to take longer than that because it first has to pressurize and then it has to either manually depressurize. So right now you see the button is down. When the button is up, you should not attempt to take the lid off because it's under pressure. Always use your pressure cooker out in the open. You should not use your pressure cooker under the hood of your stove. You should not push your pressure cooker underneath a counter when you're using it. None of that. Be safe. Always be safe, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do my cabbage in here. And the cabbage, I'm telling you now, it's going to be no meat. No meat in my cabbage because I've got beef roast in the oven. And I've got lots of meat going through my black-eyed peas. So that's enough meat. It's more than enough meat.